Hi, welcome to the channel. One of the best pieces of advice that I give my clients or anybody that's wanting to live in a van is to go live in it for a little while, find out what works and find out what doesn't work. So we're back here today with Patty, the owner of the beach house. She has been full-time for a couple of months now, and she brought it back to Missouri to have a few things modified, and she's done some painting and some decorating, and she's going to give us another tour, and she's going to show us all the updates that she had done on her van.
Hi, I'm Patty. I'm back in Missouri. Come on in and we're going to give you a look. Hi, I did a little bit of painting over the summer, so I've got white on the top to kind of open it up a little bit, and then I went for a beachy blue for the bottom, and everything looks brighter and it feels bigger. So that was my contribution over the summer. And then I realized there were some things that we were going to have to add to it for comfort, for sure, which are the screens. Absolutely love the bug wall screens. I can be in here with both doors open now. So that I know was a very difficult project, but so worth it. So worth it. And we also did the diesel heater, and I'm looking forward to using that in the fall. It's going to be great when the weather starts getting cooler to have a nice dry heat in here, and all I have to do is hit the remote because it's got a remote, so I'm looking forward to that too. We also did some small things. We added some hooks to the ceiling so that the configuration of the shower could be changed. It's now a square to allow for more headspace, and I fit in there perfectly now and more space. I also took the time to sew the back where there was an opening between the two curtains, so that got done. And then we also did the mattress. We took out the really not so comfortable mattress, and I now have a soft RV mattress. It's a little bit smaller, so that allowed for adding more storage. So we added that in the back. I have 3 sections now for my clothes and for my laundry, and that worked out wonderful as well. And the top allows me to be able to put my glasses on the side of the bed at night, along with some water and the remote control and my phone charging. And then we also put up this fan, which is terrific. And I know it's been mentioned on many channels, and it's gotten a lot of attention, and I can see why, because it works out very well for both this area in the bed, and also it can be switched over into the area where I'm cooking as well, to be able to help with the with getting the air flowing in that spot as well. So after I painted, I noticed that the leather poles didn't really stand out as much as I would have liked. So I wanted to match the aesthetic of the brushed nickel. So we went and found these poles that match the rest of the aesthetic in the van. So that was added as well. And we even have a little area in front of the sink that the pole allows me to put a towel for when I'm doing dishes and wiping your hands. So that worked out really well too. So after we installed the diesel heater, it left some extra space. So we now have this area here that allows me to store my shoes. And we have a nice little ridge here so that when I put a storage bin, it won't shift forward. So that was added as well. And then in the back corner there is the extension cord that comes up front to the inverter so that I can charge now while driving. So that's in the corner, and it's on a little hook that was added to. Even the small stuff is really helpful. So one of the things that I needed to have in the van on my way from Connecticut to Missouri were screens for the front of the van so that I would have some type of circulation, not having the screens yet for here, and keeping the bugs out. So I got on Etsy and I was able to order screens for the front of both sides, and that worked out really well. And I was able to roll down the windows and get the air flowing with the fan pulling the air up. It worked out very well. These were just found on Etsy. I know there's a few creators that make them, so if you just search out your make and model type of van, you probably will find a creator on Etsy who will have them available for you. And then this great handle works out well because I had many people who were struggling to get in and out. So now that works out wonderful. I don't have to worry about somebody not quite having their coordination coming in and out of the van. We've got a handle that we installed as well.
All right, Patty, so obviously I am partial to your build, having it been the first one at Midwest Van Builders, and excited that you came back and we could do some modifications for you. So what was it like going from your condo to downsizing to the van?
I didn't really have too much of an adjustment, really, because I felt like I had everything I needed. And that was key. And we had that discussion early on. I felt like success for me was to make sure that everything was built in that I knew was important to me. And that held up because once I got on the road, I felt like everything I needed was right here. So I didn't miss all the space. In fact, I embraced the smallness of it, and it just felt more cozy, and I just had the ability to just adjust, using that word twice, but I adjusted pretty well.
Nice. Is there anything that you cannot stand about van life, or that's aggravating about van life to you?
I think that laundry would be the answer to that question. I'm so used to be able to have my own laundry on site that it was an adjustment for me to try to find laundromats close by. I had a situation where I was parked in a parking lot, and this gentleman knocks on the door and he's like, can I help you with something? I was asking for where the laundromat was. I was looking on Google, and he's like, it's right across the street. So finding laundry, and then once I found it, for me, I miss the comfort of my own laundry space. So that's a big adjustment. So that would definitely be the thing that was a big adjustment for me.
So you do journals, you do journaling, you make journals,
Yes.
give them away.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I brought all of my tools with me, and I even brought my sewing machine. So on my downtime, that's going to be one of the things that I'll be doing. I'll be creating my journals, and it's not something that I do as a business, so to speak. I just do it because it keeps my hands busy, it keeps my mind busy. It's very meditative for me. So what I will probably do is just have a stock of them, and if somebody has an interest in it, and I have something available. So, I'm open to giving some things away, or if somebody's interested in buying something that's a bigger project, I'm also, open to that as well. But it's not something I'm setting out to do. It's a craft, yeah. So.
Nice. Well, you have really, really turned this place into a beautiful, beautiful home on wheels, and love how you have utilized every area that you have. It looks phenomenal. So
it really does. And all the little additions too, even the small things just make you feel like it's home. Even just something as simple as like this little thing here for the paper towels.
Paper towel holder,
yeah. Just even little things like that make me happy, just to make it more homey. So
nice.
Yeah.
All right, Patty. I'm sure we'll see you down the road.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thanks for following along. We'll see you guys on the next video.